Welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. We are so excited to be back with you today, fresh off of some great content, amazing conversations, and even more amazing mastermind. Welcome, Jana, back home. Ready for today? Some exciting information we're going to talk about that I think everybody needs to know, which is avoiding burnout and reigniting that love and passion you have for your business. And how many, give me a thumbs up, have been burnt out at one time or another.
Absolutely, Lori. I've definitely been on that train before. It's almost like the 7-year itch. I swear, when we talk to business owners, it is like marriage. It can be like you've been married to your company for so long and you just need a little bit more excitement, right? And I think that's why we have loved some of the new services. It has given some people that excitement that they're looking for. And two, Lori, people have had a bit of a challenge over the last couple of years, and it's that consistent, just consistent like pressure and that's abnormal. And now that pressure has become normal because it has been so long. And so how, if for some of us, it literally is like, okay, I am ready to tap out for sure.
Yes. And so we have so many new viewers on all of our platforms as HSRA is continuing to grow and reach new people. I would love for people just to know a little bit about you, how you started, how long you've been in, because I think that's really important in talking about reigniting passion back into your business. And you have really been through it. So share with our viewers who may just be joining us for the first time a little bit about who you are, your businesses, and how long you've been in business.
Yeah, so I would say this was it was a need. It was a necessity for me. For a lot of people, they get into this industry because it was a hobby or a passion turned business. For us, we literally started the business out of necessity of selling a property that was vacant. And we started out of the gate with our own personal property, needing the answer, being a solution. And then once it worked for us, we said, wow, how many other people is this going to work for? They just don't know. So, Lori, that was almost 20 years ago. And we have one of the largest home staging businesses in the country, and we have staged over 8,000 properties and counting. And our team literally in the field doing 2 properties right now, and I get to be here with you. So another code we cracked, I guess you could say, is how does the business owner step out of the business and it continues to run without them? And that's our passion at HSRA. We help business owners remove themselves from the business to be able to now find the new passions that they have and avoid the burnout.
Yeah, that is so good. And I love that your home staging company is the go-to, the expert in the Dallas-Fort Worth area when it comes to staging homes to get them sold quickly and for top dollar. And I also, one little part I know is that when you started your home staging business and got into it, there was nowhere for you as a staging business owner to go to get help on how to run the business, how to build your business, how to be successful. What should I be charging? What pricing strategies? How do I get inventory? Do I just put it in my garage? Do I do a storage? You had none of that. You were literally just going in dark, making decisions, like whatever decision you had to make, hiring whoever had a pulse. And so you had this amazing idea to start the Home Staging and Redesign Alliance back then to be a support for people that were in the same shoes as you. And we have grown that going on 10 plus, almost 10 years, correct? And so we are so excited that we get to partner with amazing staging companies all over the United States to help grow their businesses, to help them in the, like you had made a mention once about your husband being a doctor. He went to school to be a doctor, but he did not go to school to be a business owner, to run the business part of the practice, correct? So that's what HSRA is all about. And so we understand when we say we understand that you might be burned out, you might have only been in business for 1 year. And we definitely can understand where you're at and you know what you're going through at this time. So we're going to kind of talk through what are some ways to avoid getting burned out. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're in the thrill of your business and you're loving it and you love everything about it. There will definitely come a time, just like in a marriage, where things get a little rocky, get a little tired, things are monotonous. It's the same old every single day, and you need to maybe change some things up. So you being the amazing business owner, Jana, what are some of your top ways to reignite that flame in your business?
Well, I think for us, it's always staying in touch with our clients and understanding what changes that they're experiencing and how our company can, help them get there faster. So finding if your passion is to serve, right? Well, who are you serving? And then what are their passions? And how are you going to help them get to their goals quicker through your services? Our company should solve problems. And so we can't know what those problems are if we don't ask. And we can all agree things have changed. So I want you right now, if you're watching us live, go ahead and put in the comments, what has changed in your business? What has changed in your industry? What has changed in the area that you serve around real estate? Laura, we offer real estate services, right? We are a service provider within real estate. We're not necessarily just a staging company. We are a real estate services provider. So start getting another vision, another bigger vision for your company. You may have started out and your vision was, just about you and it was about your company and the few people it can help. I encourage you, expand the vision. Start seeing yourself as a real estate services provider. And that then helps us be able to ask our realtors what the right questions, how can we help them grow? And start seeing yourself as an investor. You are a shareholder in your business. That helps you start thinking differently. Like, wow, would this be a business I would invest in, knowing all that I know? And then maybe where you can start expanding. We've been talking about short-term rental. And for us, that has been something that has added so much new excitement into our business. So just like a marriage relationship, what new excitement can you add on that is something that you want, they want, and we're good to go? Ask your clients questions on what their new needs are, and that's going to be huge.
I love that, because that is true. What new adventure can you go on with your clients? And I know I have personally been able to see from Model My Home the new excitement the team has in styling these short-term rentals and actually really becoming the expert in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and then taking that information and sharing it through teaching, training, and coaching our Home Staging and Redesign Alliance members. And definitely, if you have not explored HSRA yet, please go to myhsra.com. They'll put the link here for you. Check us out, because we are constantly learning, sharing, and growing. And the things we just came back from 10X Ladies event, where we took 20 plus home staging companies to this event to be introduced to something that's not even in the home staging realm, I guess you could say. And the takeaways were endless. So that's another kind of piggybacking onto what you said, is like doing something new, offering a new service, maybe going to an event that's not your typical event to get new, fresh perspective. I know, Jana, you do this all the time. And so what would you recommend for those looking for some events that are not just in the staging industry? What are some of the top ones that you attend?
Well, you've got to search in your area real estate events, real estate conferences. And that could be, as you mentioned, local. It could be national. If you serve builders, right now the International Builder Show is going on. Go get some fresh excitement. Become a pro at whatever client you want to serve. Ask the right questions. Get a mastermind group together within. Lord, we're literally about to launch our get this, multifamily owners a mastermind here in Dallas, actually in our building. We live literally up in the clouds here in Dallas. And it's just so great to be inspired by people, by views, by people that are doing big things and building big things. Get you a new circle. Anything to deal with real estate, anything to do with investment, home builders, locally, nationally, the meetup groups, online, in person, just search. They are out there. And my calendar for 2022 is stocked full, and it's not even over. I mean, we literally, you know this, we planned our 2022, and we know there's going to be probably another 10 different events that we will be part of throughout this year. And they come up. Some people can plan and in advance. I love to plan in advance, but we know there are going to be bolt-ons that we're going to be part of. I think today we got asked to speak at 2 events that are coming, and they're real estate related. They're real estate services related. We can't wait to not only be in the room and soak up the knowledge, but also be a contributor as well.
Yeah, that is so good. And really thinking about wherever you're at in your business right now, staging, redesign, interior design, whatever that might be, take stock. Kind of look at your business, like Jana said, as an investor. Because first, before you move forward and you start doing all of these things, you have to make sure you're running a tight ship. You have to get your business to a place where you can actually leave, take yourself out of the business and attend these events. And again, I'm going to pitch us to everyone again. HSRA, we exist to build businesses and leaders. We have a whole training center that will get your business in tip-top shape. It will train your team members. It will give you all the training you need to be able to step out of the business and allow it to run without you. Because these things that Jana is doing, the reason why people are asking her to come and speak at their events is because she is doing all of the things, doing all the steps that she had to do before. And now she is going and networking. She's going into rooms that we typically don't go into, or we bypass, we don't think are important. And now she's hosting a mastermind in her building with multifamily investors. And so what conversations are going to come out of that? What new ideas? These are people that think much larger than staging one unit. They're thinking staging multi-units, maybe for short-term rentals or whatever that might look like. Maybe getting into hospitality and all of these other ideas that come out of just having a conversation. And I think too, reigniting passion into your business and what you do is you have to take a leap of faith. You have to do something scared, which is one of the topics that we talked about at 10X Ladies as well. And so, Jana, how many times have you done things scared in your business over the last 20 years?
Well, that's part of being an entrepreneur. That's part of being a business owner, as that you don't have it all figured out, but you're willing to take the risk. Now, it's a calculated risk, right? I mean, you know this, Lori, from being a business owner, being a realtor. Like, this is all about helping people. And if your heart is in the right place, you can figure out the rest. And I believe truly it comes from that heart to help. It's not a money play. It's literally you help and the money comes, right? So you got to be led with the right intentions. And I think for me, I could easily sit back and say, I'm not worthy. I don't know how all this has happened. Yes, we have worked blood, sweat, and tears. We have cleaned toilets and driven trucks and, been up at midnight trying to figure things out, and been stuck on highways with trucks broken down, and our team members quitting and all of those things, us having to fire people. There's so much headache and heartache in business. But guess what, Lori? That helps build stamina. That helps your skin get a little thicker. It helps you to be able to see and problem solve differently. I believe the more challenge we have, the more success we can have, because if you swing that pendulum into uncomfortable, like as far as you can, all of a sudden you are risk taking. You are saying, this is not about just me. This is about people. And so I believe that puts the extra fire, that gets you into those uncomfortable rooms, that gets you thinking differently about your business, and it does allow you not to be the same. The way that stagnation happens is there's no movement. We can all envision, right, the pond that has no flowing water. It has no stream of fresh water coming in, and that sure doesn't want to be our business. So it starts with the business owner. It starts with the leadership of the company. It starts with the culture that you're building. Moving. Lori, how exciting is it to be part of a company that's moving and going places?
We love it. Our staff is always thrilled to what is next for us. And I think it kind of goes back to also a lot of us have a creative mind. And so for creatives, we love the change, right? We love like, oh, now let's go do something here. In the same aspect, it can be to our detriment because sometimes we're not finishing a project before we move on. But we love the new exciting adventures that are coming, talking to different people, learning new things. It really truly it energizes our team when we can do something new or learn something new. We don't allow stinking thinking in our business. We don't allow stagnation. If something's stagnant, then that means it stinks. So neither of those things are welcomed in HSRA. We are always on the move. We're moving forward. We're thinking forward, and we're with the heart to help. So that's one thing. We're not trying to leave anybody in the dust. We're saying, come with us, come be a part of it, come and learn something new. Be energized, be inspired, be encouraged. And so with that, I think another way to reignite passion into what you do and into your business is partnerships.
Yes.
Have you ever met somebody in your life and you're like, where have you been all my life? You're my BFF. I want to hang out with you every single day. You're everything I ever wanted. It's the same thing with partnerships. So how much further could staging businesses, design businesses be in partnerships? I know, Jana, you have tons of partnerships that you have formed over the years. And how have you seen that contribute to the growth of your staging company?
Well, Lori, it is unbelievable to be able to sit back and go, wow, how has this happened? And it's not because we've created it, but because team has created it. We can do some things, but we can't do everything, right? So we've got to collaborate with each other. First, it starts with you hiring team, working with your clients. So there's these different levels of collaboration, and then of course what other companies are like that you guys can work on projects together. You can refer to each other. You can literally be stronger together. And Laura, we're making big moves right now. We are hiring people with expertise. They're not necessarily at this point green. They are bringing it with us. It's like, would you rather start a business from scratch, or would you rather buy a business that's already existing? It's the same thing with people. Would you rather start from scratch and train them up to where you need them to be, or would you rather them bring that expertise, that already built person, and add those critical components to your company? So we are literally absorbing a staging company. They are coming on with us, and then finding their place, and almost like a business within a business. So that can add new energy. It can add new excitement, bringing a realtor into your DNA, right? Into your environment. Like, start thinking big. From the room we were in this past weekend, Lori, there's some big thinkers, there's some big doers. It doesn't just stop with thinking, but you got to start there. That gets you refreshed, gets you reignited. And I know that partnerships and collaborations are absolutely 100% the way to get you to where you need to be.
Yes, I agree 100% on that. And to kind of round out our 30 minutes today, so partners and collaborations, you need them. Lastly, on reigniting the passion into your business, as a business owner, how important, Jana, is it to be around the right people? Because we know one word can tear down a whole wall, a whole idea, a whole business. So how important is it to you that you're surrounding yourself as the business owner with Big Think, with people who are doing next level things? And how do you also not let it affect you and cause you to think, oh, I could never do that? Like, I think a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm not going to go to that mastermind because it's for millionaires or billionaires because I'm not there yet. So how important is being in the right rooms with the right people?
Well, you do have to know that you deserve it. We all deserve it. We all make a difference. And so your belief lid has to be higher. Your confidence level has to be higher. You have to know that you are impacting. If it's going to be, it's up to me. So get rid of the fear. Get rid of the self-doubt, get rid of the worry, and know that everything that you want is at your fingertips. You may not, again, know it all, but you've got to be around people that do. You've got to be around the doers. You got to be around the people that are doing big things. They're not going to put you down. If people are putting you down, then that's only because you're achieving more than them. You are a reflection of what could be in their world, so they're going to be critical of you. Get away from the haters. Get people in your life that are going to support you, encourage you, because Lori, that could be a reason for burnout too, is you feel like it's you against the world. Get around HSRA, get around members that are doing big stuff, get around people that are in the right rooms. And that's why we call ourselves an alliance. We are aligning together. We support one another. We're thinking differently, and we're in this together. It's all about how you can move from A to B, then B to C, C to D. It is incremental growth, and it starts with you. Quit complaining about your life. Quit complaining about your business. There are people that are having massive success despite what's going on around them. They just choose to look at things differently and solve their problems. And let me tell you, you don't have to do it by yourself. That's the good news, Lori.
Absolutely. And that just reminded me of a testimony from our mastermind last weekend. One of the members, had told the group in our group chat, thank you so much for everything that you give. And, even me, a newbie stager who is only in the business for 2 years, you have really expanded my mindset on everything that, my business could possibly be. And so this person being in business for 2 years was amongst people that have been in business for 20 years, 12 years, who are running 6 and 7 figure businesses. And she put herself there, right? And now she's so inspired. So I would say to you, the business owner, if you are going out and you're seeking these types of groups, if you're joining HSRA, if you're going to an event and you are so inspired, but you're coming back to a circle of individuals that make you feel bad about it, you need to change the people that you hang around. And sometimes that might be hard because that might be a partner in your business. That might be somebody that you've been best friends with forever and they decided to help you with your business, but you guys don't have the same thinking, and they can actually cause you to stall out and not be able to grow your business. And just because you need to break the ties on that doesn't mean you can't, have boundaries with them and still be friends with them. But if you're watching this and it's pulling on your heartstrings, it's time to let go to grow. And Jana, you always tell us that. And so there is times of frustration and struggle in your business, but don't worry, just keep pushing through because the passion will come back around as long as you take Jana's advice, you keep doing the things that you need to do to grow, to put yourself in right rooms, to get the education you need, the support you need in your business. You can be successful in this industry, and HSRA is here to see that happens for you. So any last minute encouragement for our viewers today, Jana?
Yes, if you feel like you are getting a little burnout, you're a little tired, it's delayed, right? It's just consistent, like get around people that are going to inspire you. And of course, we've got our events, we have our masterminds. Learn something fresh, learn something new, and that's going to give you now that new encouragement. I mean, Lori, you've seen HSRA, like we are living the life, best year best team. We have so much excitement. Looked today at the space next door. We'll be calling on it about expansion. I mean, this is super exciting. Starting a real estate team, like, get with people that are doing something and that won't make you feel bad for doing something as well. Let's go together. Let's support one another. And that's going to let all of that burnout dissipate.
Yes, absolutely. And if you have any questions, you want to know how you can be part of HSRA, or you want to know about the events we have going on, you can go to myhsra.com. We have right there hsraevents.com. That's all of our events coming up. We do have a workshop that is sold out in March, but we're having another one in May, and that's going to be around our short-term rentals, how you style them. We're going to have a workshop and a live short-term rental tour. So we have a few of those going on this year. The first one sold out, people. It's a popular subject. Don't miss the next one. So we'll be right back here again next week, and we can't wait to see you. Thanks so much.
See you guys.